Hey, today I want to talk about a film called Gosford Park. This is a 2001-2002 American film, though I think the vast majority of the cast is actually British. In Wikipedia, the genre is called satirical black comedy mystery film. So there are a lot of genres at play here that are continuously at odds with each other or that are vying for your focus. So even if we have to dissect the genre, and I think a lot of people have actually complained about this genre, I would say that there is comedy but very minimal. These are very dark comedy and these are kind of blink and you miss it type of comedy. So don't expect this film to be a very comedy film where you will laugh out loud. Maybe there are some one or two scenes, definitely with Stephen Fry. His scenes are actually quite funny and his character is portrayed in that way. And besides than that, I think there's a lot of drama going on. Two things that I want to share. First, I think I saw a tweet that goes like this: for the first half of this film, and this is a almost half-hour-ish film. It's actually, if I'm not wrong, a 2 hour and 20 minutes film. Majority of this film is actually a bunch of rich people talking, and they are, as it said in the cast, are the above the stairs cast. This means they are the rich people and who the house belongs to and the ruling class. And there's also below the stairs where all the workers and the maids and other people are working. So in this way, I think this film directly has a commentary, and the social commentary is not that much subtle. It's actually kind of on the nose, and it's also different, kind of based upon, I think, Jean Francis's rules of a game, and which I think has this kind of undertones too. So you can already see where the inspiration comes from. Now the film is directed by Robert Altman, and the screenplay is written by Robert Altman and Bob Balaban, who also stars in this film. So this film is, you can especially say, heavily inspired, and there are a lot of genres at work, especially Agatha Christie comes in mind, and that's my second point. I think this film came to prominence a lot after Knives Out, when people were kind of hankering around for that kind of mystery thriller film, and I did not like Knives Out, spoiler. But on the other hand, this film, even though there's a murder mystery element, this is not at all what you would say murder mystery or what you would expect. So we should better leave this film at the genre of satirical comedy or those kind of films, or even comedy, drama, dramedy, in that genre. This film shouldn't be lumped together as a murder mystery, because when you think of films like Clue, or recently I saw a miniseries and then there were none, and other those kind of films where there's a mansion and a guy gets killed and there's a lot of bunch of mystery people going on and there's intrigue and this whodunit situation. This is not that kind of situation. So yeah, I guess definitely I was a little disheartened by that, but overall this film is definitely enjoyable. That's what I gotta say, because the thing I was talking about the tweet was like that only British can make you sit for 1.5 hours and talking about their listening to you and keep you attentive to their chit chats and jabbering. And it's kind of true, because I don't know how many other genres you would wait around for to know how things are happening or where this film is going. But it feels like this film will also hold its own if there was no murder mystery, because there's barely that murder mystery element. So if it was a 2.5 hour or 2 hour films of just this kind of social allegory and just a bunch of beat cute and family politics, and they want money from him and they have having an affair with this person and this kind of social shenanigans, I would say that this film is also quite enjoyable. So definitely those are worth two things mentioning. First of all, if you like whodunit and want this film to see solely based on that, don't watch it, because this is not a very enjoyable whodunit. But on the other hand, if you just want a good film with an immaculate ensemble cast and people just sitting around talking, interesting, and the set design and the costumes and the way they interact with each other, and as this film is set in 1932, if you want to know about those era, I think this film does actually a quite commendable job, and I think that's why it's actually absolutely fine. So I give it 2.5 out of 5.